8 people have been confirmed dead, 134 have been rescued, 134 so far have been rescued. We understand that this is a building that had about 194 rooms, so lots of concern, and of course people are now running against time, 12 hours down the line. Let's bring in Nick Wambua. Nick is joining us from Mama Lucy Hospital, one of the hospitals where the injured have been taken. So they were taken to Kenyatta National Hospital, they were also taken to Mama Lucy Hospital. Nick, what are you hearing?
Linda, just a recap, we have had so far 19 patients who are brought into this Mama Lucy Hospital since yesterday, that is at 12 a.m. And so far 2 were referred to Kenyatta National Hospital for advanced medication, while the others were let go. That is after they were found with minor injuries which were attended to by the doctors. And right now, Linda, as we speak, parents and relatives here of the victims who were the victims who were just in the Hurauma building. And just with me is the head doctor in this Mama Lucy Hospital, who is maybe going to give us maybe a burning question, which one of it is what are they doing to curb the psychological injuries of the to the victims. What are they doing as an hospital, maybe to curb or maybe to maintain this, to make sure that these patients or these victims are psychologically attended to? Doctor, kindly start by telling us your 2 names.
Okay, my name is Dr. Nathan Kaiser. I'm a surgeon and deputy medical superintendent in this hospital.
Yes, and what information do you have concerning what your people here, your doctors here at the hospital are doing to curb the psychological maybe the problems that they've gone through in this tragedy?
One, the first thing that you should do is that when patients arrive, you should have all the facilities to do the right thing that is supposed to be done. One was our department of X-ray was working, medicine, and we were able to have almost everything that we required to make sure that these patients are stable and they've been treated. After that, we have other people who can talk to the relative and answer all of them. Currently, the first thing that we need to do is the acute or the emergency that is supposed to be done as early as possible, of which we've done it. Yeah.
And maybe, doctor, as an hospital, how prepared are you? Because yes, this is not the first tragedy, and we are expecting, yes, it could also not be the last tragedy. We also have accidents. What as an hospital are you doing to make sure that we help the victims?
Yes, it is true. We actually prepared for any other that will come. One is that we're able to get what we call non-pharmaceuticals, and we have enough human actually resource to be able to deal with it. The other thing is that we are actually building another ward behind us here to increase the bed capacity so that in future we are able to deal with as many as possible. Yes.
And maybe lastly, doctor, we have got the patients some of them are being asked to pay maybe for x-rays, which this is a tragedy. Yes, they were, let me say, they were brought here by the ambulances, of which they need attention. But as the hospital, you're asking for money for some of the services. What have you got to say about this?
You have to understand, in an emergency there are 2 categories of patients. When you came here, you found other patient who had been injured because of other things, and we had an emergency. So when something happens like that, you find that everybody, whoever is actually in the hospital, would not want to pay. But we have ways of doing that. But in an emergency, and that's why even I'm here, we are able actually to clear all those emergencies, and will be done without paying. It is not a must, but know that there are patients who take that advantage to come and do any other than they want.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. So, Linda, there you have it to the doctor, and they are saying that they are really prepared for any emergency to come in, and they are really ready. And Linda, just a good news to us is that through our bulletins we've read, some of the victims were not able to locate their families, but through our news that they were able to identify some of the victims that we are having here with us that we interviewed, and the parents were able to respond. We have got one of the victims that we interviewed lastly, and his name is Wilson, and the father, just who was far away, was able to locate him in this Mama Lucy Hospital. We are going to talk to him, maybe to tell us, sir, what is your name? Unaitwa nani?
Mimi naitwa Joseph Ng'ang'a, nimetoka upande wa Makomboki. Sasa nimesikia nikiwa jiani kuenda kuangalia kijana yangu, ile mambo nilisikia jana usiku mwendo ya saa 4 hivi unusu. Sasa hiyo maneno wakati nilisikia huzuni, lakini nikasema ni asanti. Lakini wakati kumekucha, sasa nikaanza safari yangu kuelekea Nairobi, na nikafika mahali nyumba ilikuwa imeanguka, na kufika hapo nikaangalia, nikaona hakuna njia kuingia kwenye nyumba ile kijana yangu alikuwa anaishi. Sasa nikarudi nyuma, nikaenda mahali alikuwa anafanya kazi, nikauliza majina, hata nikaenda nikapata mahali alikuwa anafanya. Sasa wakati nilienda nikaambiwa, nikiwa safarini nikaambiwa ako Meli nini hospital. Sasa wakati nilifika huko Meli, nikakuta kijana yangu wako safi, hata KTN wamenisaidia kwa juu, si kujua mahali alikuwa, lakini nilipigiwa simu ni watu wakiwa mbali, wakaniambia yani kijana yangu wako huko hospitalini. Na nikasema ni asante kwa KTN kwa kufanya hiyo maneno walifanya, wamesandia kabisa, kwa maana singejua mahali kijana yangu wako.
Na labda pale katika lile jumba ambalo limebomoka, kuna watu ambao wanawaambia familia ama jamaa wenu wako wapi ambao walikuwa pale?
Wakati nilifika huko kwenye hiyo nyumba ilibomoka, kuna kijana moja alikuwa karibu, rafiki ya huyo kijana yangu. Sasa ndiye aliniambia nyumba imeingia yote chini, lakini kijana yangu alikuwa kwenye ghorofa ya 6 juu mwisho kabisa.
Na wewe hisia zako ni zipi kama mzazi, unaisije? What do you feel?
Ni yani vile nilisikia yani moyo yangu yani nikastuka, hata nikashindwa la kufanya, lakini nikasema Mungu ni asante kwa vile ilikuwa imetendeka. Sasa ningeomba yani KTN wanisaidie, kwa maana shida nyumbani ni mingi, na hapa kwenye kijana yangu wako na shida kubwa. Wanisaidie ndio niweze kupata nini yani riziki ya kijana.
Thank you very much. Linda, there you have it. That is just a positive feedback of what is happening, and yes, we are hoping that all these guys are going to be treated. They are going to get well, and we're wishing them all the best. The thing is that they are still undergoing some treatment here. Some of them who are discharged were not able to go on because they have got a feeling that they are not yet okay, and they're here to see the doctors, and the doctors to ensure that before they leave the hospital, they are really assured that of their safety. They are really assured that they are going, or they are well taken care of, that is medical wise. So we are hoping that yes, the hospital, just as they are saying that any more or victims or any other tragedy, they are ready for it to encounter it, and to ensure that they really serve the Kenyans they deserve.
Nick,
back to you, Linda.
Nick, thank you so much. Speaking to us from Mama Lucy Hospital.